This is going to end up ranty and that is. Right, so just before we get into that shit show of a performance, part of my day job at work is to identify the root causes of problems, and at this club the root cause of the problem is fucking Kristjaan Speakman. That performance today was down to him. Yes, Bale gets slated, but the blame lies solely at the feet of Kristjaan fucking Speakman. He's employed him. Doesn't matter what he fucking came out and said during the week about he's been monitoring Michael Bale for some time. Absolute bollocks. Not a cat in hell's chance was Michael Bale his first chance to make manager. What's happened is we've had Hjelberg, we've had all of them, the likes, being interviewed and they've fucking turned us down. Why? Because they're not going to come in and work with Kristjaan Speakman. Not going to be his fucking puppet. Michael Bale is Speakman's puppet. He's the reason why that performance today was an absolute fucking shambles. That team selection stunk of Kristjaan Speakman. I mean, fuck, Abdullah Bar up front. What the fuck was that all about? Fuck me. The lineup. So we had Patterson in goal. Nothing changed really. You know, Huggins, Ballard, O'Neill, Hume at the back. Roberts, Neil, Job, Ekbar, Clark and Abdullah Bar. Fucking hell, Abdullah Bar up front. Abdullah Bar's had 2 shocking performances and he keeps his place. What the fuck has he been watching in training this week? Pritchard missed out through injury. Why have we not even tried a centre forward? You're playing Coventry, who was struggling at home. Sorry, they're struggling full stop. Yes, they've had a few good results recently, but you're at home. Your first game in charge, make a statement. You know, have a go at them, but no, didn't be fuck. Abdullah Bar misses an open goal. You know, in the first 10-15 minutes. After that, it's all downhill. They grew in confidence and we give up. We absolutely 100% give up. The midfield, apart from Dan Neil, I'll give Dan Neil some credit in a bit. He was the only one trying to get on the ball. Pierre Ekwa fucking run about with his finger up his arse. Job, first touch, shocking, looks miles off the pace. Yet, it's 71 minutes before we make a fucking change. 71 minutes before we make a change. Fuck me. Like I say, they grew in confidence we missed that chance. They grew in confidence. You would see them getting on top. They looked dangerous going forward. The goal comes on the stroke of half time. O'Neill, again, more concerned about fighting and grappling with his man. Could have been a foul. Referee plays on. Cross comes in. Sakamoto bundles the ball out of the line. Luke O'Neill, absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. As the bloke in a headlock. You know, instead of just defending, kick the ball out of the stand. They're on a breakaway. Get rid of it. Before that, referee warns Luke O'Neill about his standard shirt pulling and fighting in the box with opposing forwards. 30 seconds later, he gets booed for exactly the same thing. He's an absolute liability. He's an absolute massive liability. Every week's the same. Every week, he's got to be tugging and pulling people's shirts. So we're getting one out down. For me, could have made 2 changes at least at half time. Even 3, because Job, Ekwa and Bar could have come off. You know, I really feel sorry for Dan Neil in there. Dan Neil was trying to get on the ball and he was trying to make things happen and he was twisting and turning, but we had nothing. This formation, nothing had changed from previously. You know, there was no different ideas, no tweaks on the formation or fuck all. It was the same thing. Get the ball to Robertson Clark. Let's hope they produce a bit of magic. But as we know, Robertson Clark get doubled up on. They shut them out the game. We've got nothing. We've got absolutely nothing. And it's not fair on them too. You know, I know I've been critical of Robertson in the past, but what's he meant to do with the likes of that? He's got nowhere to go. He's only got the option of trying to beat everybody himself, as does Jack Clark, because there's nothing at all in the middle. Nothing at all to aim for. But no, we made no changes at half time. We come out, first 10-15 minutes, you think, oh, this looks a bit promising. We don't take the couple of half chances that we had. Breakaway, again, weak as piss. You know, just running through tackles, nobody putting a foot in, give up. You know, Callum O'Hare, great finish, rifles it in. Other end, we get a chance, and Jack Clark think he's got his slippers on. You know, back pass to the goalkeeper. You know, then they make some changes. You know, Casey Palmer comes on, who knows a good player. Within 5 minutes, he's made it 3-0, and it's fucking, well, it was game over once they got the first goal, actually. But the team selection, fucking hell, what is he watching? What have they been watching in training? Can somebody tell me what Abdullah Bar has got? He certainly isn't a fucking forward. He absolutely offers nothing. We had nothing. There was gaping holes in the middle every time Clark and Roberts went forward. There was nothing in the middle. And it's 71 minutes before we make a substitution. Absolute bollocks. But like I say, I know I've seen Michael Beale getting criticised for his time at Rangers. I'm not going to judge him on this one game, right? You can't. I'd like to give him 3 or 4 or 5 games to see, you know, to give him the benefit of it. But for me, like I said, this defeat lies at the feet of Kristjaan Speakman. Kristjaan Speakman is running this show from top to bottom, and he's making a fucking arse of it. He's picking the team, otherwise Bar wouldn't have been in the side today. He's picking the team. For me, he's picking the fucking tactics and all. So why don't you just give him the job yourself? And the sooner fans wake up, the better that he's the root cause of the issues at this club today. Us in the North Stand made our presence known today. There was 2 fucking banners in there. £500 plus VAT, the price of loyalty, and another one about the home end being sold out. You know, and it just shows you what we think. This is what it is about Speakman. It's all about making money and shaft the fucking loyal fans. As long as we keep turning up and they keep on making money, we're not going to get anywhere. The playoffs, yes, we're only 3 points outside the playoffs or wherever you are now. We've got not a cat in hell's chance of getting to them playoffs. We're the only team in the league that hasn't got a centre forward. The only way them strikers are going to get better is to play them. Now, if they're not good enough, again, Speakman's in charge of the recruitment. He signed them. He signed them fucking strikers, and they're not good enough. That's why Tony Mowbray left. Tony Mowbray spoke up and criticised the strikers not being ready, practically criticised the model. Reading between the lines, said he was getting the pressure put on to play certain players, and this is what's happened. That performance is the accumulation of what's been happening all season. Start of the season, they were planning to replace Tony Mowbray. That's where it all started to go wrong. This season hasn't been right, and today was an absolute fucking shambles. Players giving up and not giving a shit. Like Ekwa strolling about, think he's got half an hour on the ball, just getting took off him. Job, his first touch, terrible, bouncing off him, getting the ball dispossessed every time he gets it. Oh. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Am I being too harsh? Am I being too critical? But from where we're sitting, there was a lot of criticism around Kristjaan Speakman today. That's the first time I've heard the team booed off like that in a long time. And to make things worse, you know, poor Niall Huggins, who's been having a great season, he gets carried off on a stretcher. It looks like a bad injury. Bale spoke after the game, apologised to us fans, by the way. Well, that's all right, Michael. You know, well, that's fine. But he did say that looks a really bad one for Niall Huggins. So I wish him all the best. Hope he gets well soon, and I hope it's not as bad as what they think it is. He's going to have a scan. Devastating for the lad. But well done, Coventry. You know, you came here, did a job. I did say before the game that Callum O'Hare was the danger man. He's just come back from injury, and he grew into the game as it went on, and he ran the show. You know, from the middle of the first half onwards, he gets his goal. He could have had another couple. Patterson made 2 fantastic saves in the first half, so it could have actually been about 5 or 6, to be fair. Referee, yes, was shocking. Arguably, we could have possibly had a couple of penalties, but again, half-arsed appeals. He was shocking referee, mind, by the way, but that doesn't say he's to blame for the defeat at all. That the performance was just absolute shit. Absolute shit. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. It's not the video I wanted to end the year on. You know, it's or end, you know, before Christmas. Getting into the Christmas period now, sick as fuck. with Hull on the horizon. So that's going to be another difficult game. Put in a performance like that, we'll get battered again. And if things didn't improve before the Mags, that's the only thing cheered me up today, was to hear they had got beat off Luton. That's the only thing put a little bit of a smile on my face today. But there's now what your thoughts are in the comments below. What was your thoughts? Player ratings before again. Patterson 5, Huggins and Hume 6 out of 10. They're both trying to get forward, but they were still weak in the tackle for the goals. Ballard 6 or 9. I'm going to give him 4 out of 10. He was absolutely shocking. Again, he's a liability. He's lapses in concentration, and he's fighting with the players, and instead of concentrating on fucking defending, he's more concerned about fighting with other players. Robertson, Clark, I'm going to give them 6 apiece. They tried to get into the game, they tried to make things happen, but they had nothing to work with, and they were getting crowded every time they got the ball. Ekwa 3, shocking. Like I say, strolled about, hasn't been the same for weeks and weeks since he come back from injury. He's been terrible. Job 3 and all. His brother Jude was in the stands today, and shocking. Like, absolutely, it's probably the worst game he's played this season. He was absolutely terrible. For me, he's the one should have been playing up front. If you're going to play him, Abdullah Bar should have been out. Sheesh could have come in, and then that's where Job should have been. And Abdullah Bar, I'm going to give him 1 out of 10. I'm not going to make him the scapegoat, but he was shocking. He was just basically shocking. That he missed a chance from 6 yards, blazed it out with the ball when all he did was tap it in. And other than that, he just pushed off the ball too easy. He's not a forward. Easy as. Anyway, I've ranted enough. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments below. What's your thoughts on Speakman and co? Like I say, for me, he is the root cause of everything that's wrong at this club at the moment. It's just an absolute shambles, and he's getting away with it. He's getting away with it for far too long. It's now time the fans actually wake up and realise that he's the issue. You know, he's the reason why Alex Neil left. He's the reason why Tony Mowbray has gone. And he's the reason he's appointed Michael Beale, a fucking yes man for him. Speakman's puppet, that's all he is. Same as Dodds, same as Proctor. Speakman's yes men. But everybody, on that note, have a wonderful Christmas and a fantastic New Year. Like I said, apologies for the rant in the language, but I'm absolutely foaming about that today. It was absolutely shocking. But have a great Christmas. Until the next one, we'll watch out for the preview for Boxing Day against Hull. But until then, thanks for watching. Take it easy, stay safe, and we'll see you later. Ta-ra.